Now, let us understand the next part, that is a string data structure. How the string data structure work in the Python, and also subscripting part in the string data structure. String data structure. Okay, string data structure. Okay, some of you guys would like to know why data structure and what is the purpose of data structure. What is the difference between data types and data structure? So let me tell you, I guess, like data type is something where you can store single value, like integer data types. Let's say you can store only single value. But when you say data structure, you can store more than one value. That is the basic difference between the data types and data structure. Then when it is a data structure, as you can store more than one value, you can perform the operation on more than one value at a one time only. So that way what happens, let's say you have a sequence of data or you have collection of data, you can perform the operation on entire data set, and that's the benefit of data structure. Now when you say string is a data structure, what is the type it is? String is a data structure means here string is a sequence of character. So let me write here, string is what? String is a sequence of character. String is a sequence of characters. What does it mean? Now when you say string, it includes the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, all those things. So these are characters. So any string you take it, any name you take it, which could be of single quote, it could be of double quote or triple quote. I'll tell you the difference also. The string is having a single quote. In Python case, you can have a single quote string, you can have double quote string, and you can have triple quote string also. String is equal to, it could be of single quote, it could be of double quote, all are string only. And it could be of triple quote also. Triple quote means 3 times single quote, and we can say triple quote string. Now, what is the difference between single quote, double quote, and triple quote? See, single quote and double quote is like the same. There's no much difference between the single quote and double quote. Only thing is, it's based on the need. Like if you want to have a combination of double quote and single quote, then you can use a double quote. Like for example, I would like to write doesn't work. So here I will require to use a combination of double quote and single quote. Right? Whereas triple quote string, it is for multiple line string. So here I want to write multiple line now. Multiple line string. You can print all this thing and see the difference, like string 2. Let's see. String, you can see 3 category: single quote string, double quote string, and triple quote string. They're all string, and Python allows you to type your script in any one category. You can use based on the need. Let's say you want to write a document for your script. Let's say your functions, I would like to write certain document. You can use a triple quote string. Whereas for storing a single, maybe some sequence of character or single variable, you can use a single quote for that. Now, what are the subscripting we can do in the case of string itself? So let us have the subscripting part here. Subscripting in a string. Subscripting is something where you can have some portion of the string. Now I have a string 1, string 2. So if you want to take out some portion of the string, how to take out that? That we are going to understand in the subscripting. So let's say I want to access something like quote from the string 1. There is a string 1. I would like to access some portion, maybe the last portion or the middle portion or the first portion, how to access it. As it is sequence, you can access it by index now. So when you say 0, it is the first character. When you say 0 to 5, it will be the first 4 character. So if I want double, I will just say till 7 and you will get the string double here. Now you like to start, let's say from 7 now, and end. Let me start with the 7, and I don't want to give the end here. Let's see what happens. So you can see it started with the index 7 and we did not say anything end. It automatically understands the end of the string. So let's say you again like 7 to let's say 10 or 15. So this is the way the subscripting work now. So subscripting is a sum portion of the string. You can perform various operations on the string by using the subscripting also. And string has a several methods. As I said previously also, the string 1, let's take a string 1. And you want to perform the various operation, like you want to perform like title operation. Title, or let's say lowercase first. Lowercase. So the string got lowercase now. Let's say S1 is equal to, this is a new string. Let me use string is immutable sequence. It's not the mutable sequence. So string is a immutable sequence of objects. So if I have to define the string, I will say string is immutable sequence of character. Means this is a data structure in the category of immutable. So can I now modify, let us see. Can I modify S1 of 0? S1 of 0 is D now. Can I make it D to, let's say hello or something, anything else? So let us try it. And say that XTR object does not support item assignment. This is the way the string works in the Python. Now I have covered the data structure like list here, then tuple, and just given you idea about the string also. There are numerous methods available for the string, which you can practice it, like capitalize or finding the index, many more. You can just say the dir of str, or just take S1 now in this case. See what happened. So you can see the various attribute associated with the string itself. This way, and you can just say the help of this. Let's say you want to know like how the particular attribute works. Let's take the S1 of index. You can just say S1 dot index and see what happens. What it says is the index is a method of built-in types, and it has it has a first portion like a sub and then start and then. What is this? That here we are saying the subscripting. Sub is here, subscripting here. You can see substring, right? So if you want to find out what is the index of substring now, let us say S1. S1, we want to see the index of substring. Index, and substring is, let's say, Q. See what happened. It says that Q is at index position 15. So this is the way you can use the method here, and you can also see the help of this particular string now.